Okay, so let's talk about how I'm building consistency while I get ready to shoot a video for class for an assignment that I have. So I've been in my master's program for this is the second week, about a week now. And it has definitely challenged me in ways that I was kind of prepared for because I'm gonna be honest, I was already kind of building consistency, but this first intro class, which is called Intro to Mastery, essentially about mastering things and the subject of mastering things. And I loved that because it felt like I already had a lot of those tools and things that I'm learning incorporated. It is challenging, I will say, but I was already kind of working on building consistency and what that looks like to me. Because I know for some people it looks like, oh, getting up at the same time every day and doing the same thing, da 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 da. For me, no. For me, it looks more like, okay, I said I was going to paint for an hour, maybe 4 or 5 times a week. So I do that. Or I said I was going to start my homework and do the reading on Mondays. So I do that. And the reading is heavy. It'll be 100 pages of the book Mastery by Robert Greene that we're reading. And the book is good. However, it's a few things that I don't agree with that he has, but it's good. Um, but it talks about things that I kind of already was on the way to discovering, such as finding my niche in the art world, um, and my authentic voice as an artist and creative, and kind of also talks about different processes to reach your creative breakthrough, um, like how to, well, not how to, but taking a break when you're blocked, and then waking up and resting and waking up and like kind of coming to the conclusion like that, which are things and practices that I've already kind of started to incorporate, like resting when I need to, not overexerting my brain, pacing myself. But also mastery, it talks about how it's kind of, in order to become a master, it's kind of in you. Yes, part of you has to have the practice and build it, but also part of that is part of that also has to do with you actually learning the skill and studying the skill. Like the masters, when it talked about masters, it talked about people such as Albert Einstein, um, Ludwig van Beethoven, um, Mozart, people like that, like masters. And when I think about masters, in the art world, I think about people who have been studying and studying for years, like Candy Wiley, somebody who has recently been my obsession, Amy Sherald. She literally waited tables from 25 to 37 until she got her break in the art world, and that throughout that whole time she got her MFA, qualified, super qualified, but just needed the chance and opportunity too. So that was very interesting to me to see. Um, Other things that I've kind of been working on that I kind of need to work on better, because I'm not gonna lie, things like my workout routine and me consistently eating, right? Or eating in general, if I eat, has kind of gone down the drain. And I kind of want to work on that in this month and correct that now before I get into next month and my actual classes. Um, so yeah, for those that don't know, I'm getting my digital marketing master's from Full Sail University. It's online. But the program is great. What kind of inspired me to go for the online program, this in particular, was I had a few people that I know who did their programs through them, and they had a lot of success. And what else? They had a lot of success, and just I see how they're working now and the things that they're doing, and it just makes me so proud of them. Also, shout out to my girl Kinley. She was actually a big influence in actually me pursuing this and doing this, because we've been cool since college, but my girl been working. Shout out to her. Ain't nobody doing it like her. And she just sat there and started her own passion business, which I love. I'm all for that. I love having hobbies like outside of your career. And that's a big thing that mastery is about too. Like, actually, the difference between like a passion and like, or your purpose and like an actual hobby, but you have to have passion to have your purpose, if that makes sense. But like, you can have your hobbies that are under your passion, but your hobbies are not your passion. Like, I love to read. What else? I do love to paint, but painting is not necessarily a hobby for me. That is part of my passion. I feel like it's like a subgenre of it. Anyway, so I am really working on my consistency. If you see me and you know me not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, help me stay on it. Like, I'm not drinking, I'm not participating in any recreational activities for real, except for like holidays is where I'll like take a pause. But like, I'm trying to really stay disciplined. Like, at work, at my job, I don't drink for real anymore. Like, if a customer wants to buy me a drink, I just don't. I'd be like, no, thank you. Because I know literally the discipline required of me right now. And this is crazy because this is just like the first month. So the first month, my classes are all on Tuesdays, like around the same time for the first month. So I'm having to like take Tuesday and Wednesday off, one day for like homework and class, and another day for like homework also. I had like 6 assignments this week, which sounds like insane, sounds so crazy, but it actually wasn't like that bad after I kind of knuckled down and like did it. I did most of it while I was at work. Thank God for having, like a job where I'm able to kind of be okay with being able to do my homework and stuff there, because a lot of the girls who work at my job also, a lot of them are younger than me and still in like undergraduate, but there are a few grad students and nursing students who work with me also, and we're all just kind of like baddies on our goals. And our job really doesn't like mind if we bring our work and stuff to work on while we're at work. Like, they don't say anything about it as long as we're doing our job also. So like, yeah, I'd be on my laptop working at work too, which it seems crazy, but it works. Because sometimes if I'm up, that's another thing. I'm literally having to get up at 6 a.m. just to get a head start on my assignments, which is new to me. And like, sometimes if I don't have work, like I'll take a midday break and like go work out. But other than that, like, I really don't have a lot of time for anything else outside of like work assignments right now, which is kind of like a bummer, but I feel like it's all gonna work out fine. And it's building a lot of discipline. It is. Like, I'm still making time for like my friends and everything and people I need to see and things I'm doing, but it is definitely contributing to that discipline that I'm building. So I don't really mind it. And I get a break in a little while anyway. I take a big break from work and everything to like go home and see my family during the holidays. So I'm about to be going doing that anyway. And classes will be done by then. So that'll be nice. And I'll finally get to like sit here and admire my progress and kind of relish in it, like, hey, I finished a whole first month of class, like, go me. But on the road to building that consistency, I just have to stay consistent my way, not anybody else's way. And that's been a big thing for me too. Like, I'm not really watching what my classmates do or anybody else do. Like, there are people who will literally start the homework and do a discussion post as soon as like we finish having class, and I'll be like anxiously like, oh my gosh, like, did I miss something? Is something wrong? But no, it's literally not me. Some people, I also have to remember, like, they're on campus, so they might have class on a different day, or they get their assignment done faster because they have that time, and that's okay. Like, my assignments still get done. I am a little nervous, however, because I haven't seen any of my grades yet, so we're gonna see how that goes. But I have the utmost faith in my capabilities, and yeah, it's really, this also is like very personal to me because it's really building my confidence in certain things that I'm not confident in. Like, I'm having to shoot a video to practice public speaking and presentation speaking, which is something that I'll have to do when I pitch to companies and people when I pitch like ideas and design to them. And then next month is when I get into my actual like real class, like top of the year. I'm nervous about that. Like, my actual like major class. Wow, I'm really getting another degree. Like, this is so insane. But yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. And I hope you guys stay tuned on this journey. Maybe closer to the holidays, I'm gonna drop another video about how my consistency is going. But right now, it's going really good. I'm slightly exhausted. My caffeine intake has gone up a little more. We're doing quads instead of like triples now, but I'm really happy. I don't feel like overwhelmed or anything because I'm pacing it. And I just want to encourage anybody else who's working on building consistency and confidence, just make sure you're doing your path and not anybody else's. And just, kind of keep your eyes on the prize. Subtask it, 2 to 3 tasks a day, nothing more than that. Rest. Make sure you're nourishing your mind in other ways, other hobbies, and just keep pushing towards your goals. Yeah.